Hello, Tracy.
Welcome to Cape Town Buzz
Thank you for having me.
and giving us the scoop on Vanessa Marawa.
Well, it's always lovely to be on Cape Town Buzz, so fire away.
Well, what makes you different from anybody else?
Oi, Tracy. That's a loaded question. I think everybody's got a little bit of a zany streak to them that makes them each unique in their own way. For me, it might be a little bit heightened, so there's a lot of zaniness that happens in my mind. But also my background, being rural and having come into basically a highly suburban situation from moving from Durban and Fort Louis to Cape Town and Johannesburg. Not many people have had the experiences that I've had, and that lends to my uniqueness. Well, being a survivor, I think it takes all elements of your background to accomplish something like that. I think definitely my background lent itself to experiencing something that was completely out of my realm, because I grew up rural, and although I never fancied myself as the ideal survivor winning candidate, I am also, I have that behind me, and I have that ability to just persevere in the heart of something.
What was that like?
Winning Survivor for me is, the reason it's insane is that I think more than anyone else, I thought I was the least likely candidate to win the show. So it came as a surprise to not only myself, but I think to a lot of people who watched the show. But I think also South African Survivor is a lot different in many ways than American or whatever other Survivor you've watched. Because South African Survivor, we weren't so, we weren't ready to spill blood and be completely hardcore. There was a lot of emotion and development and growth that happened to all the contestants that were on the show, which I think was unique for the South African audience. Tracy, it's so funny because since Survivor, I feel like I'm actually living Survivor now. Even, I'm going through things recently that have been more challenging, more personal than being on the show. But above everything else, I always seem to come out on top. So I'm not complaining. Challenge is always good. The Cape Town Buzz is asking me what I find sexy. Oh my goodness. I find confidence sexy. I find confidence incredibly... and I cannot remember the second part of that question.
What turns you on sexually?
What turns me on sexually? How, I don't want to say how deep do you want me to go, because that kind of lends itself to all sorts of interpretation. But yeah, confidence in somebody that woos me and, sweeps me off my feet. I'm like every girl, we love a bit of romance, we love a bit of roughness, we love a little bit of everything,
Do you enjoy skinny dipping?
Tracy Lee. Here's a funny story. I actually have never been skinny dipping in my whole life. There's been times when I've come close, but if it wasn't my mother, who might come out at any moment, or something else, I actually have never done it. So hopefully Cape Town Buzz will take me somewhere where I can actually experience a full-on skinny.
So what is the craziest thing you've ever done?
Uh-oh. What's the age restriction on this particular situation? The craziest thing I've ever done, I'll keep it PG and say skydiving, which I did recently, and yeah, I still get goosebumps. It's, yeah, and I'll definitely do it again.
That's a girl with adventure. Survival,
love adventure.
Like that.
You know what? Life is way too short. Well, life's way too short for you to sit around and, I don't know, wait for something to happen. So do it. Just
okay, so here we are with Cape Town. What is your ultimate buzz?
My ultimate buzz, I think everybody, or people who know me will know that I'm not originally from Cape Town. I moved here because Cape Town in its entirety is a great buzz. you know, Cape Town has got nature, it's got restaurants, it's got people, it's got everything you need for a fantastic buzz. So, you know, I moved here officially 4 years ago, and I'm still buzzing. My favorite quote, I think off the cuff, I'm sure I'll come up with something better later, but off the cuff will always be, the mountain doesn't come to Muhammad. And I've been living my life trying to go to the mountain myself. I may not be Muhammad, but Vanessa Marawa is heading for that mountain.
So yes, thank you, Vanessa. Love you, baby. Mwah.
Mwah! Love you, Cape Town buzz. Rock on. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that on TV camera.
Oh, we can drink.
Drink and eat. We love it. We love it.